Language is the cornerstone of human interaction, and it has immense power in shaping our perceptions, beliefs, and social norms. At the center of this intricate web of communication lies the phenomenon of swear words, linguistic expressions considered offensive, vulgar, or taboo in various contexts. The censorship of these words, a practice deeply rooted in cultural, legal, and ethical contexts, raises profound questions about the boundaries of free expression and the impact of language on individual and collective behavior. Navigating the complexity of swearing and censorship, this study seeks to untangle the intricate field of linguistics taboos and regulatory measures, shedding light on their psychological, social, and academic implications in the context of film adaptation. To do so, it will be important to first analyze what a swear word is and what characterizes it, while also paying attention to why it is defined as such. The use of profanity or curse words is an inherent part of language, present in every known language today. However, what constitutes profanity and how curse words differ from other words is difficult to define precisely. Swearing serves various functions, from the ritualization of aggression to the release of strong emotions. In fact, it is no secret that our species has been using swear words, curses, and insults for millennia, changing only the form but not the content and purpose of such expressions. Primitive peoples used taboo words as magic formulae, which were capable of bringing misfortune or even harming the person against whom they were uttered. With time, this belief waned, leading to a more frequent and superficial use of swear words. Swearing has been subject to rapid changes in meaning and intensity over time. Some previously offensive words, such as, for example, marrano, which is an excommunicated Jew or Muslim, or scoundrel, have lost their shock value. This happens for various reasons, including the introduction of new swear words and the habit of using previous ones. Overall, while curse words have always existed, what is considered offensive or taboo has changed significantly over time and varies between cultures and contexts. The key to an appropriate language use lies in adapting one's word choice to the specific situation. Censorship is the control of the authorities over intellectual works, communications, and information in order to restrict or prohibit their dissemination for political, religious, moral, or cultural reasons. The term derives from the censors in ancient Rome, who were magistrates that had the task of censoring, which means declaring the census or wealth of citizens. There are different types of visual censorship, like replacing the word with asterisks, or hashtags, or using Rolex, or even the truncation of the word. Concerning audio censorship, we have the censor beep, which is the most famous, the overlapping of soundtracks, the replacement of the audio track, or even turning off the microphone of the people who are speaking. In the 1930s, the production code, also known as the Hays Code, was born. It consisted of a list of rules of conduct and content, aimed at maintaining social and moral values in films. For example, criminals were to be punished at all times, and the law was to obviously triumph. Topics such as sex, drugs, and nudity of any kind were to be avoided. It was forbidden to show dead bodies, surgical operations, or even pregnant women. Film producers then started to self-censor their films to avoid external censorship and the risk of a fine. Actors were also obliged to follow rules of conduct, which prevented them from engaging in behavior deemed immoral in public. In 1968, in America, the Motion Picture Association set up a national voluntary classification system based on the age of the viewer, in response to the continuous objections to the Hays Code and the many court rulings. The original classifications were G for general audience, M for mature audience, R for 16 and over, and X for films that were prohibited for minors. For cartoons, due to the censorship of the Hays Code, authors had to find an alternative way to swearing. One solution was the use of allusive language that gave the same feeling as swearing without actually using it. They therefore worked on a grey area using euphemism, metaphors, and the allusions that could only be understood by an adult audience. By euphemism, we refer to the replacement of forbidden words with others that hint at the true meaning. This linguistic technique is used in everyday life to avoid sensitive topics. It is based on principles such as the omission of the forbidden word, phonetic alteration, the use of foreign terms, and circumlocutions. Adult animation has established itself as a distinct genre that explores complex themes, has sophisticated humor, and nuanced storytelling, attracting a wide audience. Cartoons such as The Simpsons, South Park, BoJack Horseman, and Rick and Morty have resonated with adult viewers by exploring themes such as politics, philosophy, and mental health in a way that engages the experiences of an adult. Although offensive language remains controversial, its acceptability in society has had an impact on censorship policies, giving films more creative freedom to include profanity.